Chille is desperate to actually get this guy. So I looked at his current season and why I think European clubs are really actually after Werder Bremen's Felix Agu. Fortunately for Werder Bremen, they narrowly missed out on European World qualification. They had a very good season. They narrowly missed out on European World qualification, just narrowly. But I just want to talk to you quickly about him. So this is Felix Agu against Wolfsburg. Against Wolfsburg. One thing I like about him is that the way he make his runs. Normally a left back, a left wing back, we like to give you weight. We like to give you weight. But Felix Agu is slightly different. Felix Agu, we want to have the true ball. So if Felix Agu realized that, okay, my winger is giving weight, he will want the true ball. He will want that true ball. Can you see? He was making that run. That is I like players like that. I don't like this traditional left back that go on the left, cross the ball. No. You must be able to think too. What else again can you do? Can you add to this thing? So look at Felix Agu too. You can see this was against Wolfsburg too. Felix Agu. You can see that pass. So this was Felix Agu making runs. One thing about this guy is that apart from the type of run he makes, he's also very intelligent. He likes to sense danger. You can see he likes to go in the blind side of defenders. Can you see? It was expected, okay, keeper can speed that ball. You can see what happened next. He scored the goal. Can you see? He scored that goal. He scored that goal. Nobody was marking him. He came through the blind side. That was how he came and he scored that. Nobody was marking him. That was, I think it's goal against Wolfsburg. You can see the type of run he made. So that's what I'm talking about. Look at the same run again. You can see the same run again. The same type of run again. Nobody is closing him down. He made that run again. You can see again. He scored the goal again. Can you see? He made that run again. He scored the goal again. I like when a player can anticipate what might happen. That thing I just told you can see? That thing I just told you gave him what? 2 goals. 2 goals straight away. It's just look at, it's just that. And when you are playing left back and you are right foot, you can play with your right foot, it's also a big advantage for you. So look at type of runs too. He likes to, when he's making his run, he's always very free so that the opponent can actually can see him. So another part I also see here, you can see that's actually Felix Agu there, making those deep penetrating runs there. So it's just the way his movement. So I'm going to show you his strength. He's so good. He concentrates very well. That is one thing about him. So the way he anticipates balls, the way he makes runs, is always he arrives late in the box. He's always free. He will find time to cross the ball. He's very, very good at that. So you can see. Can you see the guy I circled there was Felix Agu. That was Felix Agu. Felix Agu was going for a true ball. That was Felix Agu. The guy I circled there was Felix Agu. He was trying to receive the final true ball from Justin Jima. That number 17. Justin Jima is also a Nigerian-born German, playing for the same club side too. They are both on holidays currently now with Felix Agu. You might be seeing that Justin Jima might be coming to London to talk to Eric Chille too. But you can see he's the one going for that true ball. So the guy He fouled Felix Agu. So when he fouled Felix Agu, and that was a penalty, and that was a penalty against was it against Freiburg? Yeah, and what Bremen scored. And you can see that type of I'm talking about, like, he's just adding something different to his game. So that was that was Justin Jima, scoring a very beautiful goal. That was Justin Jima, scoring a very beautiful goal. So look at Felix Agu again. You can see, I know it's like this time around, he wasn't playing as a left back. He was playing as a right back. You can see this when he sees space, he attack those areas. Very intelligent. He attacks those areas. That's why I was praying that God don't allow Jami to call this boy, because I was reading something that Jami want to call him too. I was praying that Jami should not call him more. Can you see? That was the assist. He cut back and they scored from that. So that was Felix Agu. That was against Gift Urban's TSG Offenham. So this was Felix Agu, his last goal. You can see he's free again. He likes to make that run. He's free again. The ball came. You can see that was his goal. Very good goal. I think he was named the goal of the week. Very good goal. You can see the curve, just deposited the ball at the corner of the net. So what impressed me about this guy is just his awareness. He's so good. He knows where to attack those spaces. He knows exactly what to do in different situations. He can sense danger. He's so intelligent. So for me, I think Nigeria will be lucky to get this guy. Nigeria will be lucky to get this guy. And I see him, playing like this 5 or 6 years for 6 years for Nigeria. Very, very good player. Very, very good catch. And I'm happy that Eric Chille is considering working with him in this Unity camp and see exactly what he can do. Very good goal. I was saying that, it's not only we don't have players that can score from outside the box. We don't have them. I saw in the shot against Zimbabwe, awkward shots. You need some technicians that can score. So if you are getting down from a midfield, can you see he's taking that position from what? From midfield. We need that. We need that. All those small quality and everything takes, makes the difference in African qualifiers. Makes the difference. Outside shots, corner kicks, free kicks, a lot of difference. A lot of difference. So for me, I think he's a bigger talent than Kevin Agboguma, in my opinion. And I think that is suited towards our pattern more than Kevin Agboguma. I wish him the very best of luck. And I hope that his time with Super Eagles will be success with his time in the Super Eagles. So let me just talk about this thing. So this is Felix Agu. So based on the stats, I just took all this from Usco.com. The player has no significant weaknesses. His strength, I told you earlier, is what? Concentration. Concentration is the strength. And that is the problem for African defenders. Concentration. So I wish him the very best of luck. I don't expect him to start once now, but integrate him more and more to the team. And I think that at the long run, it took Abembasi a while to adjust. It can take me a while, but at the long run, we'll benefit from it. So that is that on Felix Agu. Those in charge of it, I think it's a very good catch, for them. That's actually what Felix Agu. So who said that? So I will take your comment if you don't. There's no question there. So just stay from viral moments. But it takes time. Why? But it will adjust. Yeah, I know it will adjust. It might take time for him to adjust. It might adjust straight away, but take time for him to adjust. But it's gonna actually adjust. That's what I actually want. So I wish him the very best of luck, and I hope that it's time to with national team, there will be success there, but give him time to. He might not be starting all those games. He might not be starting games, but starting all those games might be coming on and everything. He's going to do it better. For me, he's a better talent than Gabriel Ojo. He's a better player. He's a better talent than some players that I've mentioned before. I think that he's very comfortable on the ball and confidence level is very high. That is what really impressed me. I don't see, I don't want to mention other players, but I have my opinion about different players. So for me, I just think that it's not only about strength, it's about the brain. This guy brain, oh my day, he reads the ball well. Well, and if somebody can score, can come forward, like come forward and want to score and everything. You do respect. I've never seen online, I've never seen online in the I've never seen online in a position I've never seen online in a position like this before. I've never seen online in a position like this before, but there are different type of players. So this one, he wants to get in there. He wants to get in. He wants to. He'd like to fly forward. So maybe you need somebody to back him up in that midfield, to cover for him. He likes to go forward and threaten opponents. So for me, if somebody he doesn't care about those weights, if weight is fine. For example, now in Super Eagles, I might see double weight. Simon will be giving weight, but the image is also giving weight. Nobody is attacking, nobody is talking into the midfield. This guy will do that one for you. I'm not hyping him too much, but I'm just saying that what I know about him. So let me just talk about a particular player too. Let me just take some quick break because I don't talk for 1 hour 30 minutes. So guys, I will post the link in the next 10 minutes or so now. So guys, super chat, 11 super chats. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Thank you to my gifters. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, thank you. So I want to talk about this player is next. So because I won't be doing this live until the Unity Cup. So let's talk about Chrisantus Uche. So it's a player that is of interest. So most players, I've discussed this Bashiru before. I've discussed Nathan Teller before. If you have not watched the video, please go and check it out. I've discussed Victor Boniface before. I've discussed some players, before in the past. What they can actually do. I've discussed Lukman in the past. What can actually do. I've discussed Chikwueze too in the past. What they can do to help. But I just say, okay, let me talk about what Chrisantus Uche. Because the reason is that I'll cut him a slack slightly because he's playing his fourth season for what's it called for Getafe, and also four seasons as a pro. He wasn't a pro in Quetta. So yeah, I just want to highlight some few things about him, and I will tell you what I think about him. One, if you have been following Super Eagles for the past for some time, since Oginyonaze left the Super Eagles, we don't really have powerful midfielders, dominating midfielder, somebody that can charge you. We don't really have that in the Super Eagles. This boy is not playing as a midfielder for his club. He's playing, I will show you where he plays. But this boy can run that show. He can, it's like, I see like a Goran Pandev. If you watch Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan before, they used to have a player like Goran Pandev. It's not a player that is a flashy player, but he's someone that will do the job for you. Just be everywhere, will do the job for you. So, I like this move now. I like the way he anticipates, where the ball will drop and how he can provide what option for his mates. So this was if you watch Nigeria against Rwanda, we normally our set piece coach. Maybe our set piece coach now. What we do is that we normally form this audio like Ekong Osimhen will be there. So when they now cross the ball, we split. We split then somebody will just go and attack the ball. So and that was actually what happened for against Bilbao here, and I think he actually he scored the goal. So that was this one just was a corner kick. So I'm just trying to tell you that it's a threat from set pieces. We used to like okay, we have Victor Osimhen, it's a threat on set pieces. We have William Troost Ekong, it's a threat from set pieces. But apart from those ones, do we even have anybody the threat from set pieces? Do we have them? I don't think Iwobi can head the ball. Who is a threat again from set pieces apart from those two? And I will tell you how the coach can plan with Uche on set pieces. Uche will be very instrumental to Super Eagles. Will be very instrumental to Super Eagles, especially if you want to win the game dirty in awkward moments. You also need to stay grounded. So he scored this goal. It was his first goal against Bilbao, the first day of the season. So another thing I observed about him is that the way he was playing up front, but he won this ball against La Plamas, and they went to go and attack with it, and the nearly scored. So the energy level that he brings to the team is also very important. He's physically present. We need to work on the way he tackles. This one was a very clean tackle now. He won that ball. We need to work on that. But his physical presence, his energy level, for example, now I'm sorry if you have somebody like Uche against Zimbabwe, he can go toe to toe with someone like Mutnesi, the what's it called, the Zimbabwe, the guy from Wolves, because he can charge him. That one is still young. This one is young too. He can charge him very well. We know Alex Iwobi is not the physical player that we used to know, and also we needed to losing all those things. So the energy he brings from that midfield is very important. Look at him again. He was tracking back directly from front, chasing that Las Palmas player, chasing, running like a mad dog. So, yeah. So this, I told you about how Uche can be so important for Nigeria in set pieces. One of Uche's strengths, I will tell you here, the flick-ons, winning the first header. The coach can plan the way Otto Addo planned with Thomas Partey on set pieces. That's what they used to win their game against Madagascar. Just get the first header. You need someone to win the first header. Then others can now attack it. Uche, win the first header perfectly. Just that flick on. That flick on led to a goal. That flick on led to a goal. Those flick-ons, those flicks are so important. People don't know that. They are so important. Look at, I'm going to show you one. I'm going to show you another flick-on again. This was against Barcelona, where he was running down the channels very well. There was nothing. So, sometimes too, you can overdo. This was a bicycle kick, there are some better options there to pass the ball to his teammate, but he went for a bicycle kick. That is like overdue, but when he continues to grow, he will learn. So this was anticipation. Can you see? He's saying that okay, that's what I might say about the way he anticipates the ball. Oh, he drops well for him, gives us that, and he actually was scored. So this was Uche. Okay, I won't we'll go by this one. So can you see? Cut back against that too. He likes to assist. He likes to work with his team. So the cut back there, the cut back has a good assist against that, and they scored. So this was a goal against Girona. If Pans, so I might say something that the spaces that Uche occupies in Getafe, sometimes we lack some quality in those spaces, like second balls, somebody that can just cause commotion. Second ball, somebody that can just use strength to push somebody, like just those commotion. For example, now this was a loose ball against Girona. It was there and he just scored straight away. There was no passing move. That drop ball just came. The space between our center midfielder and the striker, that space in between, this guy is so effective there. So you can see, in making runs too. This one led to a goal against Girona too. You can see the way he was actually making runs. As those ball, he was making runs directly there. So this was a left wing. He was running left wing, back and forth, to tell you the guy's energy level. And I just rushing through this, and this all so I know I told you about the space between the striker and the center midfielder. You can see that part too. He had the ball, he passed the ball to what's it called, to create the opportunity. I forgot this team. It was against Osasuna. I think it was against Osasuna. So that space, that pocket between central midfield and forward is so effective. It might not be the most skillful, but the strength, the hold up play, and everything around that area is really, really, it's very, very effective there. Those hold up play, those strengths, those like the way the guy normally bully a center, what's it called? You normally bully a defensive midfielder, that strength, you cannot. This guy, the pressure is going to give you if you are a defensive midfielder that hold on to the ball too much. The guy is always on your neck. The guy will press you hard. So, and you can see exactly what he did against this was against Osasuna. So you can see, he was making runs too. He was making runs there too. He was making runs there, and the run, can you see assist for him against Osasuna. So he saw. That's why I normally anticipate. He saw the space, the black circle I put there. That was the space he saw. He was making that beautiful run there. Then the cutback there was an assist against Osasuna. So yeah. So look at this one now. So that was the assist. So and another thing is that the seal of the red card. So sometimes the guy can overdo. You need to work on his emotions and everything. That was a clear elbow, against Osasuna player, and actually what he got sent off. So all those things you need to work on those things. He got sent off twice this season. So you need to work on those things, and all those things will come with experience. It's a guy that just came from Oweri. He wants to do well. He wants to be the best. Someone that he wants to be the best. He wants to do everything to make it in life. So he's putting all his energy and everything on it. So and yeah. So this was I know I told you about flick-ons. Let me just quickly talk to you about that flick-on again, so that you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Let me refer to the first one. Was it this flick-on? Was it this flick-on? No. That was a flick-on. I want to refer to the flick-on that I showed you before. Okay, I think it was this. Yeah, this was the flick-on. You see, just a flick-on from him. He likes it, and that was a goal. Similar one to what he also did here too. Is I'm going to show you that one. He also did here too, and yeah, this one. Can you see? So just flick on like this to dangerous area. Then this guy scored the goal against Valladolid. So the coach can plan with him. Okay, guys, this guy will win the first ball. Ekong and Osimhen, you attack the near post. He's going to drop it for you. You drop it for that guy. Sizi Arambara. So and and he scored. So those flick-ons to another part of his game that Nigeria might actually would exploit. Sometimes you don't need the cleanest of the players to win games. Sometimes you need dirty players that can win games for you. You just need to work on his emotions so it doesn't get set off so easily. And you also need somebody in Super Eagles that can talk to him very well too. So this was also against Valladolid. And you see another assist. So he saw the run for that guy. He put the ball where I put that rectangular box there, and yeah, that was a goal again for assist for him against Valladolid. So you can see he likes to hold on to the ball. He likes to hold on to the ball. He wants to get fouled. He's very strong. So he held onto the ball. He attracted 3 players to himself. So those guys I put in blue, they are free already. So and it was a goal because he flicked onto the ball to the free guys, and the guys when they just scored that goal against Valladolid. So that was that's about and also too, you can see that that beautiful assist too. That also was beautiful assist, but the goalkeeper saved it. And the final one was what's it called? His goal. You can see. I said that that pocket of spaces, we need somebody that can try shots from those dangerous areas. And Uche showed quality here against Mallorca. You can see that Union, the former Cameroon international, actually what passed the ball forward to him in that dangerous area. And what next? The guy just scored with a very precise finish. And that was how the ball nestled at the back of the net. So that is that about Chrisantus Uche. What did I think he can do for Nigeria? One, Uche can help Nigeria with set pieces. Uche can bring energy to our midfield. Uche can also bring goals to our midfield. So, in my own opinion, I think that this guy will mature and the guy will be instrumental to Super Eagles success in years to come. It might not be a regular for Super Eagles now, but when it's needed, I think it will come and actually will deliver. For example, now you want to key game off, you want somebody to hold on to the ball very well, win fouls, do so many things. It can come and do that job for you. For example, now maybe probably against Zimbabwe, we already 1-0 up. You need somebody to hold on to the ball, drag Nigeria, drag those people around. It can do that job for you. He's so intelligent, and I believe that he can actually work. He can do it. I have the link already in the chat box. Please, I already overshoot my time. I've spent 1 hour and 7 minutes talking because there were so many things to cover. Guys, when you come, don't spend too much time. Just talk briefly about what you want to contribute. Link to the chat box. So let me appreciate. I've got some two. Okay. Kelvin Marvin said that. What about Tino? So I don't maybe you joined late. Somebody in charge of all these things because Chile also need help from the NFF. So somebody in charge. And I said, okay, contact this person. This person will respond to you. So about Tino, they gonna start working on Tino, but it was too late for them to try and bring him in for training this time around. So and also Emega wants to leave Strasbourg, so maybe when he starts his transfer, he will be ready. But I can tell you that the two players you mentioned here, Kevin